Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and today I'm doing your mid-month elemental reading. Air, water, water, fire, fire, air, earth, air, fire, earth, and earth, water. I had them upside down. So take a moment and make your selection. Air, you know the draw, I think. There we go. I'll start with air, water today. I have my little companion here, and let's see if this wants to come out. Gateway. Your card says gateway, and it's okay. Let's see. So there's magic around you. So air, water. This tells me that there might be something significant happening in your life that is almost life changing in a way, like something, an offer made, a new door, a door opening. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see how they correlate. Wow. Success is on the cards. That's the Six of Wands. Okay, let's see. Let me just get your cards out. You can forward my shuffling. That did come up. And beneath the deck you get change, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, you've got two kind of Wheel of Fortune type of cards here. It's in the reverse. So there might be some major offer coming your way that might make you a bit afraid. You've got 3 sixes here, here in the center, 2 sevens. Yeah. And the reason I point out the sixes is because, that one's in the reverse, but it reminds me of last week, one of the pick a card readings from last week. Let me see what comes up. Air, water. So you have this riding on your tiger. I think that something has come along and made you feel very victorious. It could be a relationship or something that's made you feel very balanced, like something that has given you a sense of balancing of the masculine and feminine energies within. What I'm going to, this is not a 6, it's a 9, by the way, sorry. So I do a quick round and then I go deeper with the second deck of cards. So this is just a quick review and then we go in depth, we unpack that further. In surrounding you, or at least what you need to think about, is this card of politics. It's not a friendly card, and it is in the reverse. So perhaps there have been You know, in my weekly pick a card reading last week, this thing of games being played was a constant message. And perhaps you are letting go of that, or maybe the people, if there be people who have been being two-faced, basically smiling, but you know, there's two ways we can read this card. Like someone around you has been smiling but not happy. Smiling, pretending all is okay, but deep down they're feeling all this turmoil and unhappiness, maybe because of something you did which you might or might not be aware of. I don't even want to touch this card because of the snake. But, or it could be you playing games or other people intentionally playing games, do you know? But it's in the reverse, so there might be that energy is shifting now, it looks like. You, in your near past, was this card of courage. This is the strength card. So you were probably feeling depleted by this negative energy, and you know, in the near future, it shows that that is also leaving. You know, so that's a good thing. Here again, in your unconscious, in beneath the surface, is this healing from some kind of games that were played. You know, this feeling of isolation. You know, you could even be the one playing those games on yourself. You could be isolating yourself and causing your own tears. But it seems to be something that you're healing, dear hearts, because when I think about this gateway, let me just show this to you. It's so beautiful. It's a unicorn on there, and it talks about magic. So I feel like you are, there's something deep that you are healing, air, water. At least that's what the cards are showing me right now. You have moment to moment, and this card is about juggling too many things. It can be about that. It can be about trying to find balance, maybe work and love balance, or something family and partner balance. And maybe you've been struggling with that. Let's see what the clarifiers say. Show us, you know. Okay. Around you, this could be another person. This is the Ace of Swords. So there's some kind of clarity coming to you. Perhaps someone will speak a truth to you. Maybe this person will speak to you about how they feel. Now, the Ace of Swords is a powerful card of communication, of truth-telling, of cutting through the crap. But in this deck, this beautiful, beautiful deck, it says consciousness. It's almost like a realization and awakening in some area of your life. You know, it's really beautiful. And in your near future, you have the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior putting down the overburden. You are letting go of that. Maybe it's because of being the end of year. So it's almost, to me, feels like this end of the year is really significant. And you know, we've got I was just saying to my brother and my son now that there's a full moon in Gemini, and I've been promising to do a reading around the eclipses, but I felt, let me do a reading around the full moon in Gemini. I think I will try and do that, you know, because it feels right. We are the world, 10 of coins. This is your advice. This has also been coming up for a lot of people. I feel like your gateway, maybe that moon in the full moon. In the full moon, the full moon is about letting go of things. The tens are about endings. So maybe you are needing to let go of blockages and open yourself up to what your 10 of coins is. That satisfaction, that feeling a part of something bigger, you know. And then in your near future, you get the Five of Swords, which comes back to that game playing. And you know, I feel like, and maybe this is why we have the World card in the reverse here. It's like a cycle wants to change. It's almost like you have this opportunity to change your behavior, dear hearts. I'll see with the clarifiers what that's about. But it feels like Spirit is guiding you through, or your higher self is guiding you giving you guidance to change something that keeps you stuck in a negative pattern. And it's, to me, it's around these issues of maybe showing the world one face and inside you're full of turmoil, or you're smiling but deep down you're holding a grudge or something like that, you know. But that Seven of Swords is like winner take all. And then the comparison card, you know, the Five of Swords generally talks about that also. They're very similar energies, you know, but in this deck it talks about comparison. So you might be tempted to compare your beautiful self with someone else, or there's some kind of tit for tatting going on with an other. I feel could be a work partner, a friend, a family member, a lover, potential lover, whatever the case might be. Someone you have to relate with daily, or, you know. So let's see what the clarifiers want to tell us. Okay, and beneath the deck you get the Five of Swords again in the reverse, so you get the same card of comparison here. Can you see there's plotting going on with this air energy? Like, okay, I'm going to keep my boundaries up kind of thing. But you did get it in the reverse. So you are, and look at beneath the deck. Well, it's what showed up as the World. It's almost like you are ready for completing a cycle of some sort. But let's see what comes up here. So, well, I feel like your success is in the area of creating stability, and I think it's mainly in financial stability. Almost like maybe you won an award at work, or if you are in the financial sector, you've brought in the most money, or I don't know, like you could be a salesperson. But this, or you could have successfully laid the foundations of some kind of business, you know. But you've laid a foundation, so you need to be praising yourself for that and feeling chuffed about it. Don't let anything get in the way of that, you know. Just be happy about it. And with the Lovers, you get the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse, so it's possible you are having a battle with the King of Pentacles. Let's see. You know what I feel here. So maybe your dilemma is about, I think you're playing mind games on yourself, air, water, possibly. And they are about whether you or not you have built success. Because the King of Pentacles is the ultimate successful, financially successful representative, right? The King of Coins knows how to make their money and keep their money in, not keep it, but in establish themselves. And maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe you feel, okay, I have had success, but now how do I ground it for real kind of thing, right? Now, for some of you, this could be a lovership where on the one hand, you are creating stability and you are having success with that, maybe with a lover, but there are some things that are not grounded for you, or maybe you are worrying unnecessarily. But let's see what the other cards say. And it could be then that you are dealing with this King of Coins, which would represent earth signs. You might be the King of Coins, not feeling sure of yourself, like you have created all this, but maybe in love, that's another scenario, you might not feel like the King of Coins, right? So you might be this person that's able to make money, you've had all the success, but in love you don't feel like you are a success. You're not yourself in love. And I mean, many of us battle with different things in different areas, right, of ourselves. And maybe this is about confronting something in a very deep way, this area where you feel lack, air, water. With the politics card, 2 sevens, you get the Chariot. This is what you need to think about. I think Spirit is saying these games that you play, air, water, these games that you play where you show the world that, but deep down you're feeling that. This is sneaky, can be sneaky behavior, or it can be your anger turned inward. But you feel like you need to show the world a face of you that is in control, maybe, but deep down there's chaos. It's something like that. And I think that Spirit is saying that this gateway for you, look, there's horse there, and the Chariot is generally with 2 horses moving forward. Here you've got the cats, because this is the tarot of the cats, right? You can think about staying stuck there, or you can trust in your ability to move. There's something about you being unsure of your sense of stability, balance. You're dealing with something to do with balance. And I think that you need to think about how you can move yourself forward and divest yourself of this energy. This is also the card of Cancer, by the way. So you could be a Cancer. Yeah. In the near past, with the Courage card, with the Strength card, you get the 3 of Pentacles. So this says to me you were working hard on something and it has borne fruit. You might have you've achieved something against a lot of odds. That's what I'm feeling. It took courage, and you didn't even feel that you had that ability to achieve what you've achieved. So I think you need to really pat yourself on the back now, and trust in your ability to move forward without the games are okay, right? But I think that it's when you are playing negative games, when you're being false, that it's causing a problem for you. Beneath the deck, you get this isolation. So, for some of you, there's definitely this element of love. This is the Ace of Cups. So maybe there's love around you, but you're so terrified and you've convinced yourself so much of your badness, I feel, that you're keeping yourself stuck. Oh, no. That's the possibility. You might. So you've achieved all this stability, right? But maybe in love, or when it comes to partnerships or working with others, you don't feel that you have that's something. And Spirit is saying it's a game that you're playing on yourself. You need to confront your masks, I think. I think that for you, air, water, you need to be confronting where you wear masks. For each of us, that will be different. What are your masks, and how can you let them go and trust in your ability to move forward with knowing you have the resources to manage this, maybe this lovership that you want to go into, or this partnership that you're really afraid of. It might be that you are so used to working on your own, and there's this partnership on offer and you're afraid of that. So there's something about partnerships here, and you potentially keeping yourself isolated. But the Ace of Cups shows up here. For me, the Ace of Cups is about that unity between 2 partners, whether it's love or work, whatever. But I feel like this is what you're afraid of, and this is what you are working on healing. I think this is what this the guidance is about you healing that feeling, this either or kind of thing in relationships, or in where you have to relate intimately, whether it's a lovership or another kind of partnership. So I think that's something that you are dealing with right now. Air, water. You get the Two of Coins, and with the Two of Coins, you get the Nine of Wands. Yeah. So with the Two of Coins, you get the Nine of Wands. This is this card here. So it comes up again, and wow, look, those kitty cats are all behind bars there. It's like, I think this is talking about the walls that you put up. Really, I feel like you, air, water, are being, there's a big lesson here for you about trusting in duality, trusting in the nuance, trusting in the your ability to find balance in some area of your life, trusting that you have built up. Well, in this case, it's almost like I feel what the Nine of Wands is showing is that you need to be allowing barriers to break down. Sorry. I think that you have isolated yourself. I think that the cats represent your inner self. On the surface, you might appear as confident and out there and whatever you are, however you appear, like in control, but your little kitty cat energy is hiding behind bars, or in fact, you've put your kitty cat energy behind bars. Maybe your soft side. You are hiding your soft side. Such an interesting reading, air, water. And around you is this possibility of, well, maybe you are being invited to speak up about something, or you are being invited to be open yourself up to something that's balanced and fair. See, this person, instead of hiding the kitty cats, there is inviting the kitty cats and feeding them and being generous with their love. Even though this is Pentacles, it's about sharing, but there's also a need for honest communication about something, about some fairness and about balance. So that's very interesting to me. Now, it could be that you have isolated yourself. That's a strong theme that I'm getting, and maybe you are the one that needs to speak up about what is fair. Or maybe someone around you wants this conversation, or maybe someone around you is going to confront you. Maybe, I don't think confront in a negative way, I think just speak. But there feels to me like there's a need for this conversation about what fairness is, and or what balance looks like. And there's something very much about relationship going on here for you, air, water. With the exhaustion card, you get the Ace of Wands, two Wands cards. So on the one hand, you are letting go of the worries and the troubles and all the stuff. But there's somehow that it feels to me like you're afraid of enacting a new beginning, starting something new, I think. Maybe in a lovership, or maybe it's this conversation that you're afraid of for some reason. And then your advice is, oh, wow. So what is your happiness? It's almost like you need to be brave and do this talking out, do this, make this offer. Or give yourself over to something. It's maybe a project, this partnership of some sort. It's almost like you are being guided to give yourself over to it, to trust. And with the comparison, can you see again there's this two thing? Maybe there's a feeling of I'm not good enough. And it can keep you stuck. It can keep you stuck. Air, water. there's definitely this energy of you can move forward now, trusting yourself, or you can stay stuck. So, the Two of Wands is that place where you can go back into your shell, or you can move forward to the Three of Wands and accept what is given to you. And here we have the Seven Sisters. It's creativity. This is the number of the Hanged Man. So I feel like maybe very much like the Gateway, you have a choice of whether or not you're going to look at things from a different perspective and shake yourself out of this feeling like maybe like the outsider. Let me get one more from here to wrap up this reading for you, air, water. But I feel like the month ahead is quite an important cycle for you of changing your attitude about something to do with how you relate in partnerships, how you play games that might not suit you, and how you shoot yourself in the foot because of that. Right? Oh, the Lovers again in reverse. Wow. And look at the Hanged Man comes up. So you really do have a choice about whether or not you are going to look at things from a different perspective. It's really up to you. Oh, wow. And 7 again. 7. These are both. No. Sorry. 7 of Wands. Coins. 7 of Wands. Patience. This person is pregnant. To me, it feels like there's some kind of partnership that is almost waiting to give birth. I think I'm going to leave it there. This to me looks like partnership, and it's about you struggling with whether to reach out or not, struggling to believe in yourself, maybe. In loverships or in partnerships of some sort, and I feel like you have an opportunity now to do that or not. With the 7 Sisters, let me think about this. It's very colorful. It's almost like inviting you to enjoy, be joyful. Just let me see your 7s here. Yeah, well, you take from this whatever you want to take from that. Okay, dear hearts, I wish you a wonderful month ahead. I will be back with your pick a card reading at the end of the week, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Fire Earth. This is your reading for from the 15th, around the 15th of December to the 15th of Jan. Let's see. You get happiness. Wow. So I think you are being called on to be joyful. To be joyful. Fire Earth. I would say if anything tries to dampen your spirit, just remember those dolphins and think about joy and happiness, That's the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. And beneath the deck you get the Empress in reverse. So there is, I think that love is on your mind, some kind of relationship maybe. You get the Ace of Cups in the center. It says going with the flow, and you have it in reverse. So perhaps there's a situation, beloveds, where you are wanting something to work out in some way. But to me, there looks like there has been, it's possible you are involved in a threesome, like, what can I say, an illegitimate threesome. You know what I mean? So, and it's having you feeling all kinds of pain, you know, and maybe causing pain to others as well. You, what you need to think about is, you know, the Four of Cups in this deck does talk about, it's like the Four of Swords, which is unusual. It's, let me just see, can you see all the voices? It's tuning out all the voices, but I feel like you are caught up in all the voices. You are listening too much to what other people say, kind of thing, and not listening to your own inner wisdom about something. Or you are ignoring wisdom in this situation. Now, I just want to remind, I'll do a quick round and then we'll go into in depth with the second set of cards. The Knight of Coins shows up in the reverse. So maybe something happened suddenly, quickly. This maybe a breakup. That's possibly what's happened here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. But something's made you feel kind of... that Three of Swords is a hard card, you know. And this is like tearful. That's what it says. Beneath the surface in your unconscious is this participation in the reverse. I feel like something's ended. Something's ended, and it's just what it is, you know. But you have the Strength card on your side, and it's like, you know, this Strength card is so beautiful. It's like a flower budding where there's no reason for it to grow. There's no water and earth for it to grow from. It's just growing from the rocks. So I feel like that's the courage that you are summoning for yourself, and I think you need to believe that you have that strength to overcome this, and you do, you know. Around you is this need to talk, dear hearts. I think that whatever's happened here, maybe it's happened abruptly, like I said. You need to honor yourself, and I know it's not always possible, but you need to honor yourself and have that talk. But what it tells me is that maybe someone around you is cut off. They're just not interested in having the conversation. It's possible you know, sometimes, I mean, often the energies can work both ways, right? So, but someone's not talking here. And then you have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Look at these beautiful trees, but these trees are not engaging. In the reverse, they are looking in other directions, not looking at each other. So something's happened, I feel. Your advice is the Queen of Coins. I feel like this is talking about nurturing yourself through this, believing in your strength as the Queen of Coins, you know, but partaking of the earth. You know, I'm thinking Taurus there now. That's what I'm seeing. I'm thinking Taurus is the sign of indulgence, self-indulgence, and why not? So if you need to indulge, you know, because your Empress, your feminine energy is taking a knock, I feel. And here, this one is talking to me about going with the flow. I think that's part of your guidance is, well, it is your near future card, but I think it's part of your guidance is to just take things step by step. Go with the flow, dear hearts, to combat whatever is going on for you. say? Let's see. La 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 la. Do 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 do. So I don't know why I'm doing that, because actually what I want to say to you, don't let anyone take away your sense of your beauty, you know. We have the King of Cups in reverse here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but the King of Cups in reverse can talk about manipulation, or it could just mean that you have ended something with the King of Cups, and or a King of Cups is this person that doesn't want to talk to you, something like that. But I'm not meaning to. I see a lot of pain here, but you also have strength and you have options, is what that is saying. But just remember, you know, they are not all gold. The one is the kitty cat. So at the center, with the Ace of Cups, you have the King of Swords. So I really feel like harsh words were spoken or something was cut off. I think that's simply what this reading is about. And it's caused a lot of pain, and it's caused you to feel like doesn't matter how you identify, but your divine feminine energy, your sense of your own beauty has taken a knock. And what you need to think about is, well, whatever's come down needs to come down. That's what I'm seeing with the Tower. The Tower is there. It's almost like your guidance is to allow the Tower to fall. It's a spirit-guided fall. This person might not be speaking to you, or there might have been harsh words, but it was necessary because something was not built on a firm foundation. And in the near past, you have with this slow-moving energy, well, something, like I said, something happened suddenly. Wow, it looks to me like there's been maybe in the near past there were these truths that were spoken suddenly, like the Emperor. Look at the Emperor standing in the Empress. It might have been, this is a card of Aries, so you might even be dealing with an Aries, but there might have been harsh words, or in the ending with an Emperor. I see a partnership here, the Empress and the Emperor, but one of them has come off feeling second best, and I think it's you. Beneath the deck, there are two cards here. There's this lack of communication, and I feel like there has been like a unfaithfulness, or like a relationship where there's been a threesome instead of a twosome. And what I mean by that is that some people didn't have a choice, or one person didn't have a choice in the threesome, like someone stepped out in a relationship that was considered to be monogamous, something like that. But there's a lack of communication. There's a letting go of this love, and there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, and a lot of pain that was caused. Now you get, with the Courage card, you get the Seven of Cups, which can talk about many choices. It could mean that you have you on this path now, and one of those things leads to your happiness, but you're not sure. You know, when we have too many choices, it's really hard. But I'm saying this for sure, that one of them is the right thing and not all of them. And it's almost like you need to be wise and courageous. If the choice is about walking away, you need to have the courage to do that. And here there's someone around you that's been keeping in isolation, and or this person's actions have kept you feeling in isolation, like you don't belong. There's like a lack of communication here. And you know what I'm feeling here with the Star card here The star is the star of hope and healing, and it's in reverse. It's like there is, sometimes we just need to let go of something, you know. Sometimes that is the option, is letting go of something. And I think that's what you're being guided to do, is let this go and focus on your own happiness. You get the Seven of Swords here with the Queen of Coins. Do you know, I feel like, you know, the Seven of Swords is not always the most pleasant, but I feel like this is your, you need to put swords around you, basically. I feel like you need to guard your heart right now and focus on your joy and your happiness. Focus on that. Oh, tiger. Come on, guys. That was Patch's fault. She was chasing him. God. Anyway. So, let me think about this. I feel like it's okay for you to have your swords up and focus for at least for the month ahead. Let the focus be you. Let the focus be your Empress. The Empress there. Focus on Venusing yourself, like being the Taurus energy with yourself, like feeding yourself if you want to indulge in things that you don't normally allow yourself. Allow this to be your time of self-indulgence and self-love. And indulgence, like, anyway, I just feel like that's what you need to do, is cut yourself some slack and spoil yourself. And in your near future, or your outcome card, is this taking things as they come, and the sun is reversed, right? And so it's saying that there will be a lack of clarity, but that's okay. And that's okay. Like, accept that. And whenever you feel unclear, whenever you feel wobbly, just think about it. Oh, shit. The thing came tumbling down, dear hearts. My whole camera and everything. Gosh, I'm trying to see if I've got it. Anyway, so and that came tumbling down. So it's almost like don't hold on to something that is not right for you right now. You know, it's not serving you. Don't hold on, you know. And you get the Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed. So I feel that that's what's going on. Harsh words, hidden things that came to light, and they've caused a lot of pain. So your antidote is to put your walls up. I'm sorry, all of this is a bit chaotic now. And to look out for you and to focus on your happiness, dear hearts. And let me just say this thing. Our happiness is not about things, right? It's not about, sometimes we do need to buy those, spoil ourselves with treats and stuff like that. So I'm advocating that, but don't do it to your own detriment. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in debt just to make yourself, for a quick fix. Okay, something like that. Just put you at the center in a very real way, you know? Like, let you, yeah. Page of Pentacles, and I'll get one from here. Indulge in a good book or two, you know, over the holidays. Oh wow! And the page of the Ace of Wands. So look at these beautiful cards. You know, I love the aces in this deck. They are so lovely. They're so deep. So focus on your own passion, your inward passion, your passion. Let yourself be your passion, and do things like this, cozy things, like enjoy your own time, dear hearts. Fire Earth. it's that kind of, that's your message, that's your healing. Just look at that card. This person is really enjoying their time on their own. Okay, beloveds, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps you. Please, won't you share your feedback? I will be back with your pick a card at the end of this week. And yeah, and I'll chat with you again soon via Earth. Bye. Welcome back, Earth Air. You get Gateway, which is what the first group got as well. I think it was air water, if I'm not mistaken. Gateway. I was doing the readings outside, and then the weather had something else to say to me. Man. So excuse if it's dark, I can't really help it, but I must be careful not to shake, because this thing does. Oh, look at that, the Sun card. And I love that the Sun card here is about innocence. It's about, well, the Sun card does talk about innocence. We forget that. It's got a baby on it in the original Rider-Waite. So, you know, it's the second time trying to do your reading. I'd started yours, and then the wind was blowing the cards away. And you did get the message of purity. In fact, the card that came up for you was purity first. And so there was this message that I felt for you about experiencing things, just living in the moment, trying to be where you are, you know, and not raging against whatever is. Sorry about this shaking. This table shakes like crazy, but if I go to my normal table, you are not going to see the cards at all. So you get patience at the center, and maybe there's some, maybe a relationship or something that you need to be patient with, dear hearts. That is the Seven of Coins, and it's about watching this, allowing the cycles of life, time to do its thing. Maybe it's healing yourself or another. And standing in your divine feminine creative energy. This is the Queen of Wands. It's about being confident and trusting in yourself. So whatever's going on around you, maybe there's something painful going on, maybe a lovership is not working out. We'll see as we go along, but your guidance is to go within and to trust this Queen in yourself and to focus on you. That seems to be a theme. The card, what you need to think about. This is the Page of Cups. It is in the reverse. Maybe you need to be focusing, like this is saying, inward. Your cups, your offers of love are within. Let's see. I'll do a quick round as usual, and then I go in and with the second deck of cards, I go in with depth. You get the card of Capricorn in the near past. So you might be a Cappy who is, well, you might, you don't have to be, of course. You feel like maybe you stood up to something. You stood up for something. You saw your lion energy in the near past, and you challenged something, and in some way you stood up for yourself, and now you're reaping the rewards, in a sense, like, because it's helped you gain more confidence in some kind of situation, maybe a situation where there was a lot of fighting and friction. Now this is in your unconscious, or it's beneath the surface. There's something going on. This is the Knight of Swords, and it's like someone has something to say to you, but they ain't saying it. So maybe you walked away. Maybe you got tired of waiting. We'll see what the other cards say. But somehow you, I feel, stood up for yourself and started focusing your cups on you. And, you know, you don't have to be a feminine to have that feminine energy, right? You know. So around you, the card representing you is the Knight of Cups. So two knights next to each other. You're the loving knight. There's this fighty knight here next to you. So it's like there's this energy of fighting around you, but you are kind of taking the high road. Goody on you, because it's like you are coming from a place of sureness and trust. You are trusting, which is so beautiful. There is a new beginning waiting to happen, but maybe this is where this patience comes in, you know. It's like it's not yet time, or I feel like what this is saying is trust, but you don't have to take risks. You know, trust in God, but tie your camel first. But there might be someone around you that wants to come forward, but is not coming forward, kind of thing. Maybe they want to take a risk on you, but they're afraid. But there's some kind of energy broiling beneath the surface, maybe of anger, of words unspoken. I feel that's what it's about. There are words unspoken, but you've taken a stand somehow. You, in your near future, you have the, oh man, these. Sorry about that. That was a bit too noisy. You have participation. So I feel like you've let go of something. You've walked away from some kind of partnership, dear hearts. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's opening you up. Maybe you've held on for a long time to this thing, but it's opening you up to whatever Spirit has in store for you. And with the Knight of Wands, I think that something will happen. Well, this is your guidance. Like now I feel like I'm going to contradict what I said here. You might be guided to, well, I feel like this intensity is saying, trust yourself, trust your creative self, trust in your ability to stand on your own 2 feet, you know. When Spirit guides you to take that leap of faith, and you have in the near future sorrow, you are letting go of a whole lot of agonizing over something maybe that didn't work, and you're letting that go. Goody for you, really. Okay. Magician. There's something to do with wands that wants to come up for you. Oh. Okay. Oh gosh. Wow. The Two of Cups in the reverse. You know, the song that came up for me when I was doing your first reading was "Too bad for him." I'm going to say, "Too bad for them, so good for me." 'Cause one person's junk is another one's treasure. One one's hell is another one's heaven. So something like that. It's almost like something's ended, but it's divinely guided because you are being led to a gateway to maybe something else, some other partnership that is better for you. The reason I say that is this card, it's just an extra card in the deck. It's not a part of the deck. But for me, it's like a blank slate. It's saying there's a blank slate and you can do something completely new. You can start a relationship somewhere else. If you can start a new job, you can start a new journey. That's this. There's something powerful, a gateway for you to start something new, the different kind of attitude. So with the Patience card, you get the Ten of Swords. So well, what I'm getting here is almost an end of waiting. So it's time of maybe you have been patient. It's coming to an end. Whatever's happened, there is an ending of some sort coming, or is happening right now. And with the Queen of Wands, you get the Three of Swords. So something hurt you a lot, dear hearts, but it's helped you find your inner strength. It's helped you find your fire, your passion, yourself. You know, it's helped you turn inward. And with the Page of Cups, you get the Page of Swords, both in the reverse. So it's, I feel like it's saying an inward focus. It's, yeah, turning that inward. And with the Page of Swords, it's like, you know what I feel like? It's, the Page of Swords is about communication, can be a messenger, like speaking, clarifying. I'm feeling like you don't need to do that. It's almost like you just keep to yourself. Let wherever the chips want to fall, let them fall, you know. And I'm thinking that whatever happened when you did this standing up for yourself, showing that you're a lion amongst sheep, you created clarity that might have ended in an ending, that caused an ending. But you might have said something, you might have acted in a certain way, you might have something about what you did or your behavior, or even in yourself, you might have walked away or stood up for yourself or said something, and it's led to, I think, an ending. And I feel like that ending is about turning, the gateway is about turning inward in a beautiful way, Earth Air, in a way of honoring yourself. Beneath the deck is this Ten of Wands and fighting. So I feel maybe the first reading was air, water. So you might be dealing with an air, water, because there's some similarities, but I'm feeling this is the energy of the other. Like there's this fighting energy, and there's a person around you that's put walls up. Yeah, they've put up barriers, but I think they have a lot to say, but they're not saying it. And so that's not your worry, right? And even if you have a lot to say, I feel like it's not the time. You get with the Knight of Cups, you get the Five of Swords. And you know, here I'm seeing the Five of Swords as strategy. Your strategy is to be self-protective. Like you don't have to play the game, In fact, you are playing the game. You are playing your game by your rules. It's very nice, Earth Air. There's something quite empowering about this reading. And around you, you have this Fool. I think you are dealing with maybe a Fool of some sort. A Knight of Wands. You know, that's a Knight of Wands there, the one beneath. But I feel like there is a Knight of Wands around you that's been doing this in and out energy. And they, in the end, have been the Fool. That's such a funny message, but that's what I'm seeing. It's like they've been your teacher as well, and you kind of, now look, you can see this as this could be like a work energy as well. It's like whatever's happened has turned you inward to find your own power, and I think that's beautiful. It's like you've had enough in a way. You've been hurt. And you know, we are hurt not just by lovers, we are hurt by work that we loved, studies that we, a supervisor that we loved and turned out to be not all that, or whatever they turned out to hurt us, a child, whatever. But it's almost like you've turned that around and you've made it into something that's building you up, and it's built you up, and you stood up for yourself, and you maybe cut things out, and around you now is this energy. This Knight of Wands wants to come in and out, but they are stuck, feeling like the Fool in a way. You get in your near future, there's participation. And the Empress, very much like the previous reading, is turning your energy inward, turning your love inward, turning your focus, making yourself the Empress. And I said to who was it before? I was saying to them, I think it's Fire Earth, that this is the card of Taurus, right? And Taurus is like ruled by Venus, like indulgence and self-love. So indulge yourself where you can, like treat yourself like you are number one, because you are. And there you go. I feel like this intensity, which had me a bit baffled. This is your advice. Focus your energy inward with intensity. Love yourself intensely the month ahead. Think about what that means for you. And whatever happens, just keep saying, am I loving myself intensely? Because you have the Page of Cups there. It's like, instead of giving your cups out to an institution, to a lover, which you can do, right, if they are deserving, because for each of you this will be different. It could be that you are loved, and so you are happy to share that love. But for some of you, but the key message is turning that love inward, because the more we do that, the more we engage from a place of fullness. And your outcome is letting go of sorrow, and maybe for you, I feel like walking away from the things that don't deserve you. Even though that's in the reverse, but I feel that that's what's happening. You are letting go of all those cups, but maybe you're doing it without sorrow, without regret. Let me see. I'm going to get you a Goddess card. And yours wanted to fly. Resistance, the devil. I think that you are taking on the energy of the devil, and that's cool. I think that's really nice. Just owning that energy, and in the positive, it's like using your power constructively, using your power and turning that power inward, like holding that power, That's really beautiful, Earth Air. And I think that that's what your guidance is you are having a whole new look at power and self, you know, loving yourself. And maybe you are letting go a little bit of nostalgia. Like maybe you were in a relationship and you had placed a lot of faith in it, and letting go of it having to be a certain way. And maybe letting go of that outward focus and focusing inward. So here you get that this is the Hanged Man, and that's what very much what this gateway is about, a new way of relating to yourself. This is the Page of Wands. So I'm just going to say, as part of your advice, is to have a playful, light touch. You know, it's like I was saying, that just experience everything, but also do it with the playfulness, with an innocence. You know, you had the innocence card, the sun card. Don't take anything too outward. But don't let it affect you. Try not to let it affect you too much. I think that this is really positive. I think you are going into a new way of owning your power, dear hearts. I think that's really lovely. You know, you've got all these lovely cards of self-honor in a way. Okay, Earth Air, I will leave it there, and I send you lots of love. I hope this has helped you. Bye. Welcome back, Water Fire. There we go. This is your... Let's see what spirit... what guidance we have for you for between now and mid-Jan. You get leadership. Lovely. So maybe you are being guided to take the lead on something, to, let me look at this card, to stand in your, to be firm in something, maybe. Get the polar bear. Let's see what how that correlates with the reading. Right? You know I love you, I always will. My mind's made up by the way that I feel. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. My son, my love. It's everywhere I go. Yeah. So you get fighting beneath the deck. That's the Knight of Swords. So there might be a Knight of Swords in your energy. There might be some harsh words. This card keeps coming up. I don't have a lot of space here. But if you love her, come on and let it show, let it show. It's written in the wind, it's everywhere I go. So I'm just going to sing to you when I feel, because maybe that song has significance, because they just come. So you have possibilities at the center of your reading. That's a Two of Wands. So, the Two of Wands can speak about stasis. So maybe something will start moving now. And you get it with it, the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, so maybe something that was stagnant will start moving. Let's see when we go deeper, right? And maybe something with a Queen of Coins is going to change. You get receptivity in what you need to think about. This is the Queen of Cups. So maybe you are moving from a Queen of Coins, someone with this kind of energy, to a Queen of Cups. There are lots of queens around you, water, fire. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins could be your energy, that you're taking on this Queen energy. Maybe you're letting go of this Queen energy to move to these two, letting go of maybe some kind of stubbornness around something and opening yourself to love and passion, something like that. In the near past, sorrow. So maybe you've let go of something that's caused you sleepless nights in the near past. In your unconscious, you have the Trust card. This is the Knight of Cups. So you want to offer something maybe to a Queen of Cups, to your Queen of Cups. Maybe you want to offer something that will make to yourself that will make you happy. In other words, maybe with a person that will make you feel like this whole, able to give and receive love kind of thing. You have the card of turning in. This is the Four of Cups, but in this deck it's very much like the Four of Swords, and I think it's advice for you. It's about you tuning in, not turning in only, but tuning in and tuning out those voices and listening to yours. What is your inner wisdom saying? And around you is this Capricorn energy. So there's this Queen of Coins here, and you have a Capricorn energy here. Here it's in reverse, but there it's in upright, which would suggest that it's not negative. However, if this person around you is displaying power energy, bullying, or like trying to exert power over you, you need to be aware of that. And maybe these cards are just here to show that to you. But it could be that there's a powerful energy around you, maybe a Capricorn, maybe you are that Capricorn standing in your power. But let me just think about it. Like somehow I feel like it's related to this Queen of Wands. Maybe what it is you learning. Maybe you're coming out of. Okay, let's see what happens when we go deeper. In the near future, you get the Queen of Wands. So it's like maybe there is a queen around you, right? A very loving soul that loves you. Maybe you've had to let go of one queen to me might be the same queen, or letting go of this queen energy is leading you to your fulfillment, to you finding your own passion and treasure and happiness kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like there's an ending with this Queen of Coins, which could be that energy, but it doesn't have to be. It's someone displaying this energy of maybe stubbornness. It could be you letting go of stubbornness, and these queens could all be you letting go of stubbornness and opening yourself up to your creativity, or opening yourself up to another person. Maybe you've told yourself that's not for you, kind of thing, and yeah, you're letting go of that. So you get all these lovely cups cards here, court cards, the knight, the queen, and the page. So I feel like you've been guided to let someone in. That's your advice. And here in the near future, in the outcome, you get the Lovers in the reverse. So maybe there will still be some battles in that regard. No, because you also get the Fighting card. I've even forgotten about that. But let's see this reading, where it's taking us to. So beneath the deck you get the Two of Wands again. So I feel what it's saying, and you're getting it in the reverse. It's like you've been stuck and something's happened to unstick you. Maybe you got a kick up the butt or something, but there's movement. And maybe it's because you've started thinking about what makes me happy. And so it's got you unstuck and starting to think about the possibilities now. So many possibilities are opening up for you because you've decided to think about your happiness, which seems to be a theme here as well. So with the Queen of Coins, you get the Ten of Coins. So there's definitely this earth energy around you. Maybe that you are, let me get another clarifier for that. Maybe you are letting go of that energy. What's this earth energy about? And maybe that's what's getting you unstuck. Speaking truths or coming to some kind of truths, I feel. Definitely there's an earth energy. Well, let me just put it this way. Someone who displays that energy around you. So it even could be an institution, a work, whatever, right, around you that maybe you have had an epiphany about and you've decided to cut it out. And you're moving on to things that are cups, Page of Cups, a new beginning, maybe with a more gentle, loving energy. So moving away from a toxic situation to one that is more, makes you happy, has more potential. And you get with the Sorrow as the Empress. So yeah, you decided that you are an Empress, or you deserve this Empress energy. And I think a lot of people are getting the Empress, this Taurus energy, like moving from one. So it could be for some letting go of a Taurus, but I feel like it's letting go of this anxiety and instead luxuriating in who you are. And something about your attitude adjustment, something opened your eyes, something happened to open your eyes, something moved out of a stuckness, and it's been so positive, or it is showing itself as being positive. Beneath the deck you get the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Cups here. This is this is in in the unconscious, is what can't be seen. It's what's beneath the surface. Is a re-looking at love, re-looking at, let's say love, let's say not just love, but what love represents, emotional satisfaction, a re-look at what emotional satisfaction means. So deep down, your higher self, whatever's happened, it almost feels towerish here, is leading to this a re-looking, a re-evaluating what emotional satisfaction means, a complete overhaul of what emotional satisfaction is. It's not staying stuck in something that's not working. It's not hankering after something or someone, an institution that doesn't respect you, a space that feels toxic. Really beautiful. I think that's such a similar energy for the last 3 readings, like a moving inward, moving to valuing yourself. Except for you, water fire, I think that you are just a step further, in the sense that you are now ready maybe to move on from, whereas the last 2 were maybe focusing inward on themselves. You are, that focusing inward is leading to a focusing outward. It's like, okay, what does that mean for the things and the people I want in my life? Things or people I want in my life. Really lovely. And with the tuning in and the turning in, you get the Page of Wands. Yeah, you see, I would say here it's I feel this is more like advice as well as like your month ahead. Is about tuning in. I think that must be your focus, tuning in. And I mustn't forget about this card of leadership, and letting that tuning in be your guidance as to where you make your offers. And that's how you show leadership. It's in walking away or speaking your mind about unfairness. It's about making an offer where you feel it's warranted or where you feel it will make you happy. It's about applying for jobs in places that are not toxic. It's all of that. And then around you, wow, I love this, I love this, love this, love this. I feel like this is you taking back your power. Being the Knight of Wands. Being the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands can be in and out energy, but I feel like here it's you having a refreshing view of how you, like, allowing yourself to have a youthful way of looking at things, and by that it's having a new way of doing things, like moving away from a kind of stuckness, doing things differently, being willing to be the knight, because the knight is not as experienced as the king, but is willing to maybe take more risks. But you know, with that energy there of the devil, it's very powerful. It's very powerful. Now, here's where discernment comes in, dear hearts, right? Here's where the you and me in this relationship, this tarot relationship, comes in. You need to be, like, you have intuition as well, right? So if you feel this, when your first instinct is to see this as another person, I would just say, watch out. Not watch out in a bad way. Just be aware of this person's tendency to come in and out. And maybe to abuse power. You know, maybe they're trying to fool you, lull you into thinking they are sheep, but actually they're a lion. Nothing wrong with lions, but you don't want lions amongst your sheep, right? That's all I would say. Now, I feel like you know if this is your energy or the energy of another, but let me get a clarifier for that, just in case you need that. And here you get the Ten of Cups with the Queen of Wands. So something's going to make you very, very happy. I feel like there's a human around you or an institution around you that is like emotional satisfaction. So you've let go of something in order to move to something that is fully emotionally satisfying. So even if this were another energy, it wouldn't be anything to worry you. But let me get that clarifier now. Well, you get the Two of Cups in reverse. So, you know, it could simply be a relationship that is lacks clarity right now, or a relationship that's very youthful, yet it's new. So it's not established yet. So just be aware of that, right? That's what it could talk about. Here with your advice, you get the Five of Cups, and I feel like you are being guided to open yourself up now. Open yourself up now. Maybe you've moved away from something and it's like a relationship is waiting for you, and I feel like you are being guided to look at that and don't leave it in limbo, because it seems like it promises to be something really beautiful. And then with the Lovers, you get the High Priest in the near future. Maybe this is you are moving to something less conventional. It could be moving away from an institution of marriage to something that is maybe you're going to play the field. Maybe that's why you have all these queens, and it doesn't matter. You know, you could be a feminine a heterosexual feminine, and the queens could represent kings, could represent masculine males, you know. So see it as it is, as it works, sits for you. But you're moving to something unconventional, and maybe for some of you, I think it's maybe for some of you, you are actually simply ending a relationship to start a new one. Ending something to start something new. Let me get one more for this. I'll get one more from each deck to just sum it all up, you know. Oh gosh, really don't need 150. Nice, man. And there's that innocence again, Master. I feel the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard on something. Here I see cooperation, and I feel like your turning inward is your guidance, like to make a trust in your wisdom. I feel like this, I'm going to do a reading for the full moon in Gemini. I'm dying to see what that has for us. So I think you need to take ownership of your masterful energy, like stand in your power, leadership, and trust in your next steps. I feel trust in your next steps. It's almost like you've done all the hard work and you're being guided in some area of your life to make choices that are right for you, and you just keep going within, and you come to this, you know, knowing that you have the wisdom and the insight to make choices that are right for you. I think it's, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Waterfire. I hope that helps you. I send you lots of love, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Earth Water. I'm sorry about the quality of the. Well, I'm reading late and my light's not working. Yeah, sorry about the picture quality, but it can't be helped. Let's see. Oh no, I'm starting with one of these lovely cards for you. This is from Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny. Potential, which is what the previous group started off with. Potential, like they had the Two of Wands from the Osho Zen deck. Look at it, there's a mountain rumbling in the back there. Potential. So something around you has potential, earth, water. Okay, these. Let's see. So at the center you have the Empress. Lots of people are getting the Empress and the Ace of Cups. So this is such a common theme, you know. It seems to be a theme, like a thing for my readings, that sometimes there's a common thread. Not with all, right? But here there's this thing of turning our love inward. I feel that's what's happening with you. You are starting to honor the Empress within, and for the month ahead, that's what you'll be doing, hopefully. And if not, that's what you are encouraged to do, is to focus your love inward. Yeah. You get the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So you are letting go of self-imposed ideas of what is right and wrong, and what is beautiful and not beautiful, and how to play the game, or at least that's what you are being guided to. That's what you need to think about. In your near past, you have the Strength card. So maybe you have been taking back your power. Maybe you have last in my picker cards, I said a lot about the Seven of Swords, and maybe, hopefully, that has made an impact, and you've decided to let go of stupid games, whether yours or others. If people are playing games, you've let them go, or if you have been, you've changed your mind about that. In your beneath the surface, there's this issue, the Two of Swords, like, I think that you've been two-minded about something and you've made a decision, and so it's helping you move forward. And I think that decision, we'll see what comes up as we go deeper with the second level of cards. But you've made a choice, and that's helped free you. And you have this Tower. It's in the reverse. I would just say the one thing to caution is not holding on to things or people and situations that don't serve you, you know. If they need to crumble, let them crumble, you know. Around you, you have the Page of Cups. I feel like there's a love offer, something gentle around you, that you can walk away from things that don't serve you and open yourself up to things that are good for you. And you get the World card. So Earth, Water. The one thing I would say here is you really need to you need to Don't hold on when things are past their sell-by date, I feel. You get the Eight of Pentacles here. And move to things that do. Like go and play banjos with partners that are good for you. Because they are. Even if it's work partnerships. And then with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and this is your outcome, there might be things that need to be spoken, but that are not. It's like that. But let's see. We'll deepen with this next set of cards. You know I love you, I always will. And when you say the right way that I feel. That one might not come out too nice. You are going through a huge change and are looking at things, a new vision, looking at things from a different perspective. You know, I want to come back to this potential card because you, Earth, Water, have a choice to make about whether or not you change something completely. Change the way you relate. Let's see. So with the Empress, you get the Courage, the Strength card in reverse. You might be dealing with a Taurus or a Leo. You might be a Taurus or a Leo. So there's something to do with this Empress energy that you are not maybe you are feeling the need to compete with one or two of these. You might be a Taurus competing with a Leo or vice versa, feeling like you need to compare yourself and not trusting in your own strength, you know. And I think that you are needing to be focusing your attention inward. With the Seven of Swords here, yeah, I think that your advice, this is what you need to think about, and I'm seeing it as advice, is to let go of these games. I think you are. I really think you are. And you will see, the more you do, just keep opening your heart to yourself. You know, self-loving acts, keeping your heart open, but at the same time, saving the love for yourself in a way, you know, pouring that love into yourself. And here with the Strength card, you get the Three of Swords. So maybe you did display strength in the past and you walked away from something and it caused you a lot of pain. And maybe that's why you're afraid to do those same actions, you know, to stand up for yourself, maybe in the same situation, because you're afraid of the pain that it would cause you. But you know, you must remember that you have grown since then, you know, that maybe you are stronger now. And then in your beneath the surface, this Two of Swords, you know, the first thing what came to me is that there's something that's not being communicated, and this is the Moon. There are things beneath the surface that are beneath the surface. It's like there's so many hidden things that you can't see. But yeah. And what I'm feeling is like it's okay to just live with the mystery for now, to trust in the mystery. And with the Tower, you get the cards representing you. Look at that, letting go. And that's what I was saying. You need to let go of those things that don't serve you. Walk away if you need to walk away, you know. And you get the postponement with the Page of Cups. So it's like walking away and opening yourself up to other possibilities. You know, stop staring at what, focusing on what didn't work, you know. And so open yourself up. And with this world, this not letting go, it's like you're not honoring the feminine within. You're not honoring the feminine energy, dear hearts. So maybe that's a big lesson for you, is to honor the feminine within, by choosing things that are right for you. And but firstly, maybe this is what you need to do, is focus on self-love. Allow the mystery, let go of those things that are not working for you, and trust in your inner strength. You have it, you know. You're just maybe not trusting it. You can handle whatever happens from your speaking out or from you making different choices. So if someone is, if you are honoring yourself and you do something that's honoring yourself and someone else is not happy, then let them be unhappy, you know. You will be okay because you did the right thing. You did the right thing by you. And then it's almost like you need to go where you are wanted, and you need to speak truths. Even if it's not to others, it's to yourself. This is the Ace of Swords. It's like having clarity, but it's like you give yourself clarity, because the clarity is here. You know what to do. You need to honor yourself, and in the process you get even deeper clarity and the strength to speak out, or to walk away, or to speak your mind, even if it's to yourself, to honor truths to yourself. And then in the near future you get with the Ace of Swords, which is this card, right? That's like your advice, and it's your future, but you have it in the reverse here. These both are about speaking up. So maybe in the near future you might not speak out, but you will get clarity towards speaking out. But in the process of all this that's going on, you're finding this wholeness within. And maybe you're even finding the wholeness outside of yourself, you know, like that partner, that divine partner that is lurking here, that you might not be giving the time of day because you're so focused on something else. But that's okay. It's part of your journey, part of your process. Look at that, the burden that was left behind there. It's like you need to let go of the burdens now. I think that your reading is about seeing the potential within yourself and maybe within another earth water. I'm going to get a couple of clarifiers. That's the Eight of Coins, which you got earlier as well, here in your advice. And I'm going to see it as advice. And you get the Nine of Swords. So letting go of the sleepless nights and just living, trying to live in the moment. You know, this honoring of everything around you leads you inward, to honoring you, and then to opening yourself up to those things that are good for you, and to coming to your own truths. That's what I see your journey is being about. Okay, Earth Water. Oh, I must get you one more card. And I'm seeing the Queen of Cups here. It's like offering yourself this big chalice And offering yourself that big chalice, the more you do to yourself, the more you open up yourself to the right chalices coming in. You know, those offers. Celestial alignment, nkosazana. So, trusting. I really feel like you need to be trusting in your own beauty, for one. Really, it's not gender specific. It's about trusting your beauty so that you can make choices that are right for you, that honor this nkosazana here. You know, you're not settling for less. If less appears, you're saying fuck off. Maybe you'll do it in a nkosazana-ish fashion, you know, like gently and kindly or whatever. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, dear hearts, I'm going to leave it there, Earth Water. I hope this helps you, and I send you lots of love in the month ahead. And I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Fire Air. My apologies for the lighting, but yeah, my light is not working. I'm not sure we can make this work. Let me first get you a card from here. And you get embracing. Maybe you're being called on to open yourself to different possibilities, you know, not being stuck in the same old, same old. Let's see. Beneath the deck you have the Page of Swords, and it's in the reverse. So there's some truths that are not being spoken. So you have the Knight of Coins in the reverse and the Page of Coins in the reverse. So there's a feeling of being feeling unsettled about you, Fire Air. I'm not sure why. Yeah, let's see what comes up as we go along, and when I get the clarifiers as I go deeper, you know, but I'll do a quick round first. You get another Knight, so there's a lot of youthful energy around you. The Knight of Cups, and it's in the reverse. It's like maybe waiting for offers to come in. And look, you get the Hanged Man, like embracing different ways of thinking is something that you are being urged to do. Beneath the surface, whatever's going on, even if it feels very shaky and unstable, it's forcing you to look at something from a different perspective. And I think it's to do with how you give and receive. Maybe you have not been receiving enough and been giving too much, or vice versa, right? Let's see. The Eight of Pentacles here, there's that's representing you. It's about you being, oh gosh, being where you are. Let me think about this. So, you know what I feel it is? It's about you playing the banjo wherever you are, whatever's going on. It's like if life is giving you lemons, make lemonade. So play the game wherever you are. Try to find joy in whatever, wherever you can, or something like that. Around you, you have the Three of Cups, finding joy. Maybe even celebrating, finding ways of celebrating with loved ones, you know. Oopsie. You get the Chariot in your near future, so there might be still some stuck energy in the near future. And you get the Four of Coins in your advice. Let's see what that is. I think it's about holding on to what you do have, maybe being careful with your money, where you place your money, you know. And in the outcome you get the Star in the reverse. So just be careful. Be aware of this tendency to not see the healing that is taking place despite whatever's going on. It might not look like healing and growth, but it is. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Okay, Two of Cups in the reverse. Friendliness. It feels like you are detached from, it could be love for some of you. Maybe that's what's going on, that's causing this feeling of sadness here in this reading, you know. Maybe a breakup, but you know, it could even be loss of a job, or just a feeling of disconnect, like not feeling like you. I don't know why I'm keep getting this feeling of the tribe, your people, your people, like feeling a disconnect, almost not knowing where your people are in a way. So you get the Knight of Pentacles with the Fool, and I think that it's about not rushing. It's a slow energy. Maybe you want to rush, but you're being cautioned not to make any hasty steps. And you get the comparison card with the Page of Pentacles. So there's something here not working for you. Yeah, you know, I feel like there's, you need more stillness somehow. You need to find more stillness. You are maybe being really hard on yourself. You're not seeing your abilities right now. And so you are being stuck in this comparison kind of energy. And with the Knight of Cups here, with the you get the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. So there's words that need to be spoken, like maybe you're all caught up in your mind, and yeah, there's a lot of mind games going on here, and I feel that those mind games are turned inward. Like, I think you're going through a hard time, fire, air, and so you're turning all your negative thoughts inward. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. With beneath the surface, you get the Hanged Man and the playfulness. So maybe, you know, like I was saying earlier, try by all means to have more of a playful energy, especially towards yourself. Just look at something and say, oh, it's life, you know, just for now, because things change, you know, like whatever's going on now, it will change. And you get the, maybe you need to be more open to partnerships. maybe you haven't been open to partnerships, and maybe that's what you're opening yourself up to now, or different kinds of partnerships. Around you get the Three of Cups, and there's your ancestors again, or there's nostalgia. So maybe go down memory lane, and as part of your healing, and look at the things that made you happy, and maybe at the full moon, use that. So between now and the full moon, which is on the 19th, do that indulging and look at the happier times, and then let that be what you put forward in the. I know full moons are about letting go, but it doesn't matter. Just let go then of the things that have been painful, and open yourself up to put out your intentions of these more happy times. But I feel like this is also about maybe engaging with ancestors more, which has come up earlier. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to old past loved ones. You've got to cut yourself some slack, or else you're going to feel depressed, I feel. You feel stuck. And maybe that's inevitable, but I don't believe in inevitabilities, but maybe it is in your energy, but you can call on your ancestors to help you. I think that's a strong message. With the Four of Coins, I feel like this advice here is to know that the worst is over. The Ten of Swords is about the worst being over, but I feel like you need to start anchoring now, start building your base with whatever little or much you have. Start building. Put even if it's a little bit of money at a time, just put money away. That's the idea. Or put something away, whatever. And then with the Star, it's like you're not seeing the healing that has taken place, or that is taking place. And you are getting caught up in your own mind games, dear heart. So that's a big theme for you here, is being caught up in mind games, and your mind games are keeping you stuck in I'm not good enough, and they're making you exhausted, they are depleting you, but you have built something. You've got four of coins there. You have built something, and trust that. It might be with people around you, but anchor that in, and speak to your ancestors. They are there, or past loved ones. Ask them for their guidance and their comfort, if that's what you need. Let me get they come up again. Past lives. Let's see. Yours might be a bit shorter, fire, air, but it's quite powerful, I think. So you get here, the World in reverse and the Magician. So allow something to end so that you can start something new with a lot of power. I feel like your ancestors have something to share with you. They are there to heal you, and there to guide you, and there to help you see how much you have grown, that whatever's happened, there's something that is worth or waiting to be birthed out of you, but you need to let go and embrace this, whatever's going on. I feel that's also another message. But call on your ancestors to help you stay the course, in a sense. Yeah. Yeah, let me get you your last card here. Fire, air. You get naked. Mami Wata. And it says naked. So it's embracing your vulnerability. I think that's what's going on for you. Allowing this tower to fall. Allowing what is to be, because there's this something needs to end so that there's a new beginning where you stand in a very different sense of your own power, you know. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to leave it there, fire, air. I've done yours twice and I'm exhausted now. But I think yours is quite deep, and you are going to be okay. You don't need to compare yourself with anyone else. You don't need to compare with yourself with your past. Instead, what you need to say is look at what you have achieved, and trust that something new is waiting to be rebirthed. Call on your ancestors, your past loved ones, you know, and let go of what needs to be let go of. Embrace this journey. It's just part of your journey, dear hearts. Okay, beloveds, I will leave it there. I will chat with you again soon. Bye.